Vucevic, it's like his feet are stuck in quicksand or something, bro. That man feet is slow than a mug, bro, when it comes to trying to help out or anything. Like, he just, bro, like, why you that dang on struggle? You the only dude I know from overseas that don't play great defense.
Well, no, that's a lot of them that don't play great defense.
That's true.
Welcome everybody to On My Hoops, your source for NBA basketball for real hoops fans, man. It's your one and only host, John J. And with me as always is one and only infamous D Snow from the Go. Snow, how you feeling?
We in the house for show. Another great week of basketball. Man, it's nothing like the NBA, man. Gotta give love to old Mr. Naismith back in the day, man. Hey, I love me some basketball, man. My life not the same without it. But I can't wait to get to it, man. A lot going on out there in the NBA, man. How was your week?
Man, it was good, man. It was a short hoops week with Thanksgiving holiday, but we had some serious matchups, some fire, man. But man, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this, go ahead and leave us a like, share, subscribe, please comment. Man, tell the world this your new favorite NBA hoop show. You know what I'm saying? You want to grow with the On My Hoops team. And talk about it down in the comments. We certainly appreciate it.
Sure. But, USA! Gotta get a little love, man.
Yeah, a little World Cup action.
The other football.
Multicultural.
Yeah.
But man, so we're just gonna get right into this thing, man. What you see fire this week, man? It's a lot going on, man, this week.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Who knew that the Boston Celtics could lose their coach and continue to play the way that they are playing? I mean, they're looking better than last year. They're looking stronger, more confident. They don't look like they've lost anything. I mean, it's exciting to see those boys hit the court every single time.
Yeah, you're right about that. And Tatum, he hit another level out here. And he a legit MVP candidate, right? Like
the Kobe coaching tree. I love to talk about it. See what Devin Booker doing out there. I mean, it's just. Hey, shout out to Tatum, man. He's one of those hardworking guys. I love that story about how he never spent any of his endorsements. They just put it up.
Yeah.
You love stories like him.
His mom a lawyer or something like that. But yeah, it's not. He only spends the endorsement money. He doesn't spend the salary.
Okay, I had it back. Okay.
So he ain't allowed to touch the salary, but they didn't know his endorsement money was gonna get astronomical like it is. So he could just spend.
A signature shoe is coming for that kid. A signature shoe is coming. Be on the lookout for that. I'm surprised that he's still wearing Jordans and Team Jordans, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's overdue. It's overdue because he's an exclusive type of player. He's elite.
It's a difference between an all-star and a superstar. He's a superstar. He is a superstar.
Yeah, without a doubt. Much respect to them and what they doing. And like you said, new coach, don't even matter. Them boys, man, they've been leading for a while.
Dave Mazzoni Macaroni, my man. Hey, he stepped right in. And I love, like, when you see him when they do interviews with him and stuff like that. I love his demeanor. The things he says. He's just real cool, calm, collective. I mean, it's great to see a young guy like that, 36 years old, out here, and the team is playing that well behind him. I love it.
Yeah, no doubt. He doing his thing. Big shout out to him. Man, last week, we had a couple matchups of the week. Mine was the Hawks and the Cavs, and it did not disappoint, man. But the Cavs played their defense, and they held DeJounte Murray to 11 points on 4-18 shoot. Did you get a chance to check that game out?
Of course, man. I'm a Spider Mission fan. You can't tell me that the Knicks aren't kicking themselves watching the Cavs do what they're doing out here. You can't tell me they're not. Give up the young kids, give up that pick, whatever they wanted, and you guys are a different team right now. I mean, you see what's going on in Cleveland. They were already a decent team, just like the Knicks were already a decent team. You add a guy that not only wants to be there, but is basically walking into his prime years. Oh man, that was a bad move. And I hate to say that we know who the general manager is out there, bro. That's tough. You got to make that move, man. The Knicks have been on the side of not being. I mean, the Knicks ain't been relevant since the '90s. Let's keep it early 2000s. I say that Allen Houston team was pretty good.
Team.
Yeah, but then they won.
None of them.
Fact.
None of them have, really. But that boy went to Cleveland and he an MVP candidate, legit. Like, he got them playing astronomically well. They on another plane right now. And the defense has been on point. Like I said, they held Murray to a full of 18, and he been on a tear with that left. They shut him down.
The Nets got to be kicking themselves for letting Allen go. Like, when they traded him, I was shocked. Like, I would have traded away everybody but him. Jared Allen is a stable down low. He's going to play defense. He moves his feet. Mobley's playing well. I mean, hey, Cleveland is a team to be reckoned with.
And they traded Karis LeVert off of that squad, too. They went to Indiana and found his way with Allen in Cleveland.
He's been in and out of injury. But I love his game. I'm a Karis LeVert fan, seriously. Like, those next years, he showed us what he could do. And then he's been through a lot of
history.
Legit.
He's been good with Cleveland.
Cleveland has a good team, man. All the way down to I always forget the kid that they drafted the last year that LeBron was there. Because I remember when they drafted him, LeBron was mad, but that kid's playing well. European kid. He plays power forward.
Oh.
We'll find him later. But it's a kid that they drafted a couple years ago. Not a real big household name, but he's playing well.
Chetty Osman.
There it is. Chetty Osman. Man plays defense. Man shoots the three well. I love his energy. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's, Spider. But, man, Cleveland is playing, like you said, it's like they walk into games feeling like they're going to win. And it's nothing like seeing a team that knows that I can beat anybody. And that's what they look like every game.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. You had a matchup too, right? Who did you pick last week? Who was your top team that you was looking forward to watching?
I was looking forward to that Boston Dallas. It did not disappoint, not even a little bit.
Talk about it.
Man. Another one of those times that hey, Luka had the chance to win it all at the end, But the one thing that I'm a big Luka fan. I see that he is atop the NBA MVP power ranking right now. But when you watch full Dallas game, I mean, Luka just holding. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah,
I mean,
do that.
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie, I love what they're doing because it helps to win, and if it works, it works. But I mean, I see guys call him, Vanilla Harden. And, I think he's better than Harden offensively, but it is kind of the same thing where he's just dominating the ball and guys are just waiting. It's kind of tough. I see why Bronson's out of that. Bronson is a more all-around player than the guy that's sitting there waiting on another guy.
And he's been playing really good too, Bronson. Shout out to him.
But I think that's what really hurts Dallas in games against teams like Boston, because Boston has that pass, and then all of a sudden you come down and Luka do his thing, then you come back. I mean, it was like two different forms of basketball going against each other. And and right now, what Boston is doing, we talked about it last week. They're power driving every team they play. Hey, shout out to our Chicago Bulls. That was a big win for them. For some reason, they have their number. But besides that, Boston is.
I believe the Bulls and the Cavs the only teams that beat them so far.
They're walking on everybody else. Watching them, and that was a great game, though. And it was nice to see Marcus Smart come back. He's playing well for them. They are stacked. Wait till they get the other guy back to center. Oh man,
Robert Williams.
he played great defense, rebounding. I love his energy and his tenacity. He's one of those dudes that get all of people's face and I wait. Hey, Boston, for real? We were worried about what they went through, during the offseason with coach and everything else, but man.
Yeah, it's not mattering. The players is on another level. They banded together.
Man.
And also,
they're gelling.
Brogdon, I'm about ready to see him in the starting lineup. Malcolm Brogdon. He's been looking good for them. That team is finally good.
I think Marcus Smart owns that point guard spot. I think they're gonna always keep him there because his defense, his leadership, and it's like they got a little bond. Because Brogdon is a great player. No doubt about it.
They play small a lot too, though. You can put Brogdon at the 2 and Brown at 3. And Tatum plays the 4 a lot.
Shout out to old man Al Horford, man. Al Horford is holding it down. Putting up some decent numbers, man. It's crazy, man. He gotta have a hyperbolic frame at the crib. He has to.
Yeah, he probably as soon as he walked backstage, he got the walker handed to him by the security guard.
Oh man, it's amazing to see. Especially when you see guys like PJ Tucker that's out here averaging 30 minutes a game and ain't putting up no numbers. But then you see old guy like Horford that still give you 12 and 10, 15 and 10. That's crazy. It's highway robbery, man.
Yeah. Shout out to staying in shape.
Yeah, shout out to staying in shape, man. 30 minutes a year.
A good regimen. Shout out to a great regimen. Man, Kyrie came back. His his suspension finally ended. He came back with 14 against the Grizz before Ja came back. But that team is still not gelling. Ben Simmons is playing great. All of a sudden, he's stringing together some really nice games, but they can't get these W's, man. What's up with Brooklyn? What's it gonna take?
Hey man, shout out to light-skinned True Value LeBron. Because he ain't LeBron. It's True Value LeBron. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. When Ben is hooping, Ben is a force.
It's fun to watch. They moving fast.
His defense is crazy. I mean, he's a gifted kid with length, big hands, long arms. He doesn't mind diving on the ground. You can see he's starting to have fun again. And that's the thing sometimes.
Him and KD are alley-oop back and forth to each other. I like that little chemistry they starting to get.
I think the biggest problem with the Brooklyn Nets is it's just getting everybody back and playing together consistently. It's like every time they get somebody back, somebody else is out. I mean, if it's not Joe Harris, it's Ben, it's Kyrie, it's, KD, it's something, I think they just need that consistency of them being out there playing together. I love what Royce O'Neal is bringing to the table for them. Of course, Nick Claxton is playing well for them. They got a good team, and we talked about this, in our pregame talk. I mean, they're putting up numbers every game, and they lose.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you mentioned Joe Harris's name, and I was thinking the other day, this is the longest time I've been seeing him healthy into the season, which is crazy.
I remember last year, this time of the season, Joe Harris was 60%. He could not be. Joe Harris was on fire. I was like, man, Joe Harris, it was crazy. And all of a sudden, it just fell off. But, I mean, it's crazy. But, man, we're seeing the KDs, the LeBron.
He get abused so bad on defense, though.
No, but think about it, though. We're seeing the guys that were drafted in 03, 04, 05, they starting to take the back seat to these young kids, man. The Jaws and the Zion. These kids are starting to take the league by storm.
Quick.
Benedict Matthews. You got a bunch of young kids that, because the older guys. I mean, KD's still putting up numbers. He's still fun to watch, but KD used to go out there and get up. KD used to will his team to win. It was just ridiculous. Nah, I mean, those are basically numbers for nothing.
It almost feels as if it don't even matter to him no more. The hunger isn't really there. But that's hard. I mean, it's hard to say that though, because he's still balling. It
might be time to get. I would go ahead. I would call Golden State. They would follow. The Nets and the Lakers are so far behind everybody else when it comes to draft picks. They need to figure out something with these older guys they have. If we're not gonna win a ring, we got to make a move.
I wouldn't put that past them, honestly, though. There's been a lot of chatter about Golden State possibility of moving some of them kids.
They
So that
it's not what they thought. They thought they were going. See, they thought they were going to come back from last year and they was going to just hit the switch and they was going to have this rock star year. It's not like that.
They said
Not like
Wiseman
that.
for the G League.
Yeah, that was tough because we all know he can play ball. We all know he's gifted, and it's got. But the thing about it is, especially in a team like that, you got to be ready to go. Like they run a system. Not
Yeah,
part
they
of
ain't
that
got
system.
time.
Yeah,
They ain't got time to develop.
and you ain't gonna be lazy. You're not playing D. You're not switching up. Nah, you got this. How we do it over here. You can't do it like that. Booty and Kuminga and them all they ready to go. And that's how they look at it. But I can really see. I'm telling you, man. I smell something happening. I smell something happening because that team is underperforming and it's not looking good. I mean, Kyrie had a sketches the other night. Blue socks, like that was wild, man. Like to see one of the best basketball players I've ever watched, a guy that I love to watch play. I mean, and you could see that he's defeated a little bit because of everything that's going on. Because he didn't want all this drama to come his way. That's not what he was doing.
I think he just happened to know. He knew the director or producer or something like that. I think he was just.
Say something.
He didn't know.
Hey, what they call you? Hey, when you know too much is all. Sometimes it's not good. You know too much for your own good.
Too smart for his own good.
And that's what Kyrie really is sometimes. And he's trying to bring things to people, and it's not the time or the platform. Kobe started being real outspoken. He made it retire. LeBron is starting to be real outspoken now. Mike, it's not time for that. Just keep playing ball, keep spreading love. The fans love you. We love to watch you play. When you're going to get your time, just stand on your box. Turn on your box and do your thing, And I hope he recovers, man, because he is one of the most gifted basketball players I've ever watched play basketball in my life. Like, he is up there with I don't care about the Kareems and all of those. Like, this kid, he's just fun to watch, man. And that's what I love about basketball. Some guys can just go out there and be 30, but it won't be fun. He's going to make it exciting. You're going to talk about what Kyrie did at the water cooler next year,
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they just got to find a way to pull it together, man. They got to band as a team, lock themselves in somewhere.
Still got a long time.
It is a long time. They got a lot of great players. They got to figure it out.
Oh, and speaking of long time, starting to get some flippers from those dads. Lost 3 in a row. They went from 1 in the West. I think they like 7. Like,
yeah, but remember, it's only a 2-game difference from 1 to 8. So,
but the thing that we're seeing is the Lakers are starting to play well again. So now that they're starting to ramp it up, the West is already going to be a tough division. So
yeah, the West is going to be monkeys in the barrel. You remember that old game?
Do you understand that a team might win 49, 50 games and not make the playoffs in the West?
Actually, don't. I think they will win. You'll get teams with less wins to make the playoffs in the West, closer to 500s. They so evenly matched.
Those games are fights every night, man. Every night, man. I love it. I love it, man.
You could have a 1 lose to 8, then come back and beat a 2. And, like, they all so bunched together. It's going to be some close to 500 records, I believe. I think you might.
I don't know.
I think you might get a 40 to 44 win team to make it.
I don't know, man. Cause like right now, okay, the number 8 team is the Clippers. They're 11-10. The playing teams would be the Mavericks, Timberwolves at 9-10. They 9-8, 10-9. I don't see the Mavericks hovering around 500. I know they're gonna have a better season than that. The Timberwolves, they iffy because the Warriors are right behind them, and we know how that goes. But the big things I'm looking at is not only is the West tough, but the 2 top teams in the West, the Suns and the Nuggets, they are a tough matchup every night. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I mean, we were worried about what was going on in Phoenix, where they're going to have drama, what's going to be any, backlash from everything that happened then. I mean, in the beginning of the season, it did start kind of tough, but all of a sudden now, Aiden's playing good. Chris Paul has been a little out, but but you know what it is?
But Aiden looked like he growing up.
You know what it is? Because these guys have been together for about 3 or 4 years now. You know, even the small forward guy that's been really, he's actually playing very well.
Yeah, but Aiden isn't really been consistent like he is now. Like, I really think he's starting to grow up.
He has to
took
be
some
used the right
major
way.
heat.
He got to be
He
used
took
the
some
right way,
major
man. You got to feed him, man. That dude should not be running around
But
watching.
you also got to be more aggressive too. You can't just sit there and wait on him to feed you. I mean, it was
General Giant.
one of the issues and reports that came out why he didn't get that big contract that he wanted is because he was up all night playing video games every night, losing sleep, coming into practice sluggish.
Kyler Murray.
Exactly. So he needed to grow up.
Yeah.
But I like what I'm seeing. I like what I kind of dig that the jersey with the highlights and the colors. Have you seen that new unis?
Who, the Suns?
Suns.
That the like maybe baby blue like color.
Blue with the orange.
I was going to tell you that.
It's like sprinkled in with the
I've
black.
been ragging on the city jerseys, and that one is not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
I dig that. Fort painted up. Yeah, I'm feeling that.
How about that Kings Grizzlies game?
I'm glad you brought that up.
How about that Kings Grizzlies game, man? I mean, that was, because we've seen, man, the Grizzlies are they got their chests out a little bit this year. They're not really playing well, but they're bullying. JJJ is back playing well. You know, Ja is just Ja. You know?
Yeah, yo, I mean, that's your squad though. Them Kings, they did.
Tell you something, man.
They did the thing.
De'Aaron Fox
team in the league, man.
De'Aaron Fox right now know how hard it is to make the All-Star team guard, especially a point guard. It's almost impossible because you got Steph, Dame. Look, I just went to them two, but yeah, Luka's the point guard. It's crazy, yo. But right now, De'Aaron Fox. If you're not a fan, I think
it'll be easy though. It's because a lot of the older, bigger names have started to migrate out east. Remember, Donovan Mitchell gone, DeJounte Murray gone. Those was 2 All-Stars. So it's some room for some fresh faces now. But I tell you what though, your boy Fox, Swipa, he waking up in cold sweats, having Dylan Brooks nightmares though. They tried to give him that game.
Hey, that Dylan Brooks doing that to everybody. I mean, yeah. I told you, he's the first person I ever saw guard Zion Williams straight up, no help, and actually slow him down. And that doesn't happen. I mean, the kid might have a slow night, but he's still going to get his 20 and 10 and shoot 50% or better. And I mean, I looked up, they were down 30 so fast. That was a statement game because the Pelicans have been playing so well. They're having a much better season. They're gelling. And they went down there, and Memphis just basically little boy. I mean, like big brother, little brother. Like, man, yeah, I heard y'all was good, but y'all ain't that.
it's crazy because that's one of them old school throwback physical type of teams, but with a new school swag and energy about themselves. It's fun to watch, man. I like it. You see Ja got into a little word tussle on the free throw line.
To tell you something, man, one of the biggest compliments and comparisons I can give Ja is, man, that boy reminds me of Allen so much, man, when it comes to the little big guy. Like, just not scared of no phrase, no energy, no nothing. I mean, I love it, man. I love seeing that from him, man. He's in that MVP conversation, and he should be. He just got to stay healthy.
And just like that Philly team, he got dogs around him. He got dogs around him that's going to, keep him safe. He got bodyguards with him. Just like that.
He got Big Adams. Big Adams. That's Big Grizzly.
Adams, Triple J, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark.
They got a nice squad down there. They got a nice squad down there. And they've been together for a couple of years, too.
Bang, who been missing some games, too. That's big boy.
That's all Bang. Nice little jump shot, too.
It's funny to see this bodybuilder shooting threes out.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he do got biceps like a football
player. Man.
Yeah, he do got biceps like a football player. Yeah.
Yeah, I love watching that team. Though. I like that style and I like the energy, and Ja has just taken on that leadership role.
Oh, that's why I was shocked to see the Kings beat them. That's kind of
I tell you what though,
that showed me where the Kings
they didn't want to beat them. The Kings didn't want that win. They tried to give it away. I was watching that. They turned it over quite a bit late in the game. Like I said, Dylan Brooks was on Swipa's butt, man.
But we talk about this all
had
the
them
time.
cold sweats.
The teams that's used
But
to
y'all
losing.
missed the street
No,
though.
but you gotta remember, teams that's used to losing, they find a way to lose. Teams
That's exactly what
just
was
like
happening.
you saw Ja walked up to what's my man name and got his ear said don't miss, and my man went up there and drained both, and then Ja, you go down there and miss. Come on, Ja,
Yeah.
you can't toss stuff in that man
Yeah.
head, then go down there and miss yours. You know, you got to match up. You got to match up and keep that energy going. But that was one of the best games of the season so far, man. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was a great one. The Kings they've been fun to watch. Just like the Jazz, they've been fun to watch too. Even though they lost 3 straight.
You
That's
know
a fun
what's been
team.
fun to watch all of a sudden?
But
Man, like,
just talk about it. Talk about that little show AD been putting on me lately.
hey, AD has been on a monster tear. I mean, putting up the numbers that we expect of AD. You know, it's like, oh, wow. Where he been at?
I heard people mention Russ' name for 6th man of the year. Love.
Russ is playing well, and he's not making a fit about it. That's important. It's one thing to play well. It's another thing to see the little videos and he talking crazy to people on the sideline and all that. Like, Russ, let all that go, man. You a $47 million man. Who cares what a stand got to say in the stand?
You ain't
in
got
the
nothing to
stand?
trip about.
Come on, man. Keep it moving and be Russ, man. We love you, bro. Don't worry about those couple of people that don't. You know, but I mean, and not only have they been playing well, but it gave LeBron some time to take time off, rest up, keep him, fresh for the season. He came back, the other night. He played well. They continue to win. It's
He
important
got
that
cut them turnovers though. He got cut them turnovers. He had about 8 turnovers yesterday.
he got to cut the turnovers and leave the point shot. Just leave it alone, LeBron. It's cool to shoot it, but come on.
And did I not tell you how good Lonnie Walker was gonna be for them?
Yeah, he's been playing really well. You gotta get him props for that pickup. That's one of those they talk so bad about Palinka, they don't give him the love for the good. And that was a good pickup. He's really been really.
But I tell you what though,
Palinka
Palinka was throwing darts at a board. He paid everybody he could get.
Yeah, he needs something.
He got everybody he could
He
get.
needs something to work. One of these got to go right.
He got a bunch of minimum wage kids.
I think
Somebody out this bunch.
They can go
Don't
on a 7 in a row, 8 out of 9. They can go on that type of run.
You think they can win 7 in a row?
Yes, they can. As long as AD playing that well. If AD gives you 30 and 15, 2 blocks, assists, I mean, being a man that he's been being out there, and then everybody else got to show up. It's cool. That's a different thing. AD is basically giving them what Giannis is giving the Bucks. If you're gonna be that man, then yeah, maybe you can do something else. But you got to be that man. You can't turn around and then come give us 15 and that. You got to continue to. Man, this is your team, AD. This is not LeBron's team. LeBron has passed that torch. You should be carrying this team every night. And AD needs to cut out the 3-point shooting as well. You are too big and too talented with too many moves to be shooting threes. I see him from Vucevic for the Bulls, like these big guys that I'll look on the game and they the biggest guy on the court, and you stand at the 3-point line. When we came up, the biggest guy, man, your coach will snatch you out the game to try something like that. You see how you bigger than everybody else out there? Why you shoot threes? Get out.
Yeah,
And that's what AD been doing. And ever since he did that, everything changed in the game. Coaching them. Shout out to Dr. Ham.
That 3-point shot should be an addition to your game, not the focal point of it. But real quick, while we talked about John, I forgot to mention, how quick did he come back from that injury? Wasn't he supposed to be gone for about a month?
Hey,
He missed like 2-3 games and was back. I forgot he was out. He was out. He showed up just like he never left.
The report was he was out 3 to 4 weeks. That's what I read.
And then it'll be 3 games.
I look up, he was on the court, running full speed, back and forth and down the court in that black jersey. I was like, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know young guys who come back faster. He's a young guy. If it's not a bad end, this is what we want. Because every season they lose him for a stretch of 10 to 15 games out of nowhere. And yes, they still play well without him, but that's not what it's about. They need to play well with him. So
Yeah, no doubt.
I was happy to see him back, man. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I want to see all of the best players.
Yeah, no doubt. And before we get up out of here, I want to make sure I show some love for a couple of my favorite topics. You know that one.
That rookie report.
Port. This week, Adrian Griffin Jr. Yes, Adrian Griffin Jr. From Atlanta, drafted out of Duke. He has put his name on my list, on my rookie report list. He had a strong week, and he even had a game-winning alley-oop against the Raptors. Adrian Griffin Jr. Snow, that's the name to watch.
Sir.
Paolo came back this week.
Yes, sir.
Paolo came back.
Two guys, I'm going to get some love to this week. Barry Smith Jr., he's been actually playing pretty well.
He played good.
He's been playing pretty well. He's looking fluid. He needs to hit the gym bad. That kid
I told you.
He all sticks and bones right now.
I told you a bit.
But the other kid, man,
He gonna fall over.
the other kid, Jalen Duran, man, I love his ceiling of what he could be. I love what I see out of that kid. He has a chance to be a decent player. I really like those two kids. They've been playing well because everybody knows about the other kids. We talk about them every week. So if you ain't found out about them, you're not watching basketball. But yeah, man. Like I told you, these young guys are walking into the league. It's not like it used to be where guys took 3, 4, 5 years to develop, man. Kids are coming in and they trying to show, hey, I'm here and I'm on my spot.
I like that we get more big guys here too. You notice it's starting to come back around. Guys are getting bigger, but they're more skilled now. They can do other things.
That's why. But see, that makes me worry about injury because I don't know those 6'9" and 7'2" guys.
Shout out to modern technology and medicine. Shout out to modern medicine.
Hey, another thing before we get out here. That was a big win for Philly by Harris out there. That was a big
100%. Put some respect on Toby name.
Man, hey, he's always been a great player. He was out in Orlando. He was a great player. Ever since he came to Philly, he always had to be second or third fiddle. He never complained. He just comes out and plays ball every game. You got to give him some love, man. He carried that team. He played with. Because I didn't think they were going to win that night. And the Nets were walking them. And all of a sudden,
couple wins for them this week.
Yeah, so man, shout out to Tobias. Dude.
So real quick, before we get up out of here, Snow, we take a couple quick minutes and just way too soon MVP. You know, we like to talk about it every week, give people a look in on who we watching is showing out right now. You got a top 5 for me?
No. All right. My number 5, I have to keep him in there because of the way he came back so fast. Ja Morant. I mean, not only are they playing well, he has a swagger that is just bar none right now. I mean, you can tell every game he wants it all. He's bringing it. He's trying to dunk on people. He's trying to do it all. The injuries is the only reason why he's not higher. But he came back fast. And I mean, he came back and playing well. He didn't come back and I'm just here, I'm a chill. No, he came back and brought it. So I got him at 5. Number 4, I got Spider Mitchell. He could be higher because the team is up there. But this is one of the years where it's the wrong year to be having a good year. This is the wrong year to be having a good year because it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough when it comes down to the MVP votes and stuff like that at the end of the season, depending on records. But I got Spider at 4. Number 3, I got Luka Magic. Yeah, they 9-8. They could be better, but every game that they win, not only is Luka, a vital part of it, but he is the deciding factor. He doesn't play a lot of defense, but man, he's one of the most exciting guys to watch play on offense. He really, he plays at his own pace. I love it. Number 2 this week, he slipped down for me, and it's not because of his play. It's only because the guy above him is just going crazy. But number 2 this week is gonna be Jason Tatum. I mean, what can I say about the Boston Celtics? Talked about it earlier. They've only lost to the Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're busting everybody else's butt, you know. And not only are they winning, but they are killing other teams. I mean, taking their lunch money. By the fourth quarter, they can sit those guys. It's that bad, you know. But Tatum is having an MVP season, and I really think if he continues, this might be the year he probably gets it. But if this guy keeps doing what he's doing, and his team continues to play well, ain't nothing nobody can do. We might see him in the finals again. You know, you got to give Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Close.
Hey, I try. You know, like I always say, I am the Harry Carey of NBA talk.
Yeah, I hear that.
For Giannis, man, a phenomenal play, man. I mean, every time I look up 38, 15, 4 blocks, they're winning. It's crazy because they kind of found a way to defend him last year, and that's not happening. He's beating that. Oh, that free throw line jump shot, but it's wet. I mean, you can't leave him open free throw line extended. No, he's dropping that, and that's the last thing he was missing. If he can if he gets a mirror, now you jumping. Oh, yeah, he's jumping your whole team. I mean, Giannis is exciting to watch play basketball, man. He is the number one guy. If you want to pay to go see a guy play, you want to see Giannis play.
Yeah, no doubt. And just real quick, before we run out of time, I got the same 5, but the order is a little bit different. I got Spider at number 5. I got Luka at number 4. Ja Morant at number 3. Giannis at 2. And then I got Jason Tatum, number 1. My top front runner, way too soon MVP pick.
I could dig it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for joining in. Another successful week of On My Hoops. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell the world. This is the place to be. From us here
USA,
at On My Hoops, we love you.
Hey, before we go, gotta get some love to my Kings. I told y'all the Kings was back. Last thing, Pacers. Hey, playing ball, man. Y'all making the Central Division.
Yes, sir.